truly messed up part is owls have night vision and can fly silently, meaning they can take lives without ever making a sound. A crow's will
stealth level on 1,000. Owls are fire. Good Dark Knight gang and this thing, gang. Bro, video's going up earlier today. Yes, it's early. I gotta go to the DMV. So look, it is what it is, nigga. I'm ready to hop into this video. Today I'm about to react to Hood Nature. And this one right here is titled Animals That Have Beef, Parts 1 through 8. Y'all requested it, don't trip you not. Got y'all. You guys know I love animals, man. Animals are God's creatures as well. But look, if it comes between my life and the animal's life, nigga, it's nothing. I'm ready to hop into this video. Yeah, everybody have a great weekend. I'm gonna have a great weekend this weekend. What do I have planned? I'm going to the beach tomorrow with the fam. Just like a lot of cousins and stuff, we all going to the beach. Later on tomorrow night, me and the homie, we going out to the club. We got invited by this one chick. She invited me and my homie to the club tomorrow. And then Saturday, one of my friends, she's having a little birthday dinner. No, not Saturday. I mean Sunday. But anyway, I'm about to hop into this video. Let me pull it up real quick. Hood Nature. Animals that have beef. Yeah, man. Let's hop on into this. Everybody have a great weekend. Continue to go after all your goals and dreams. Let's go.
Some of the nastiest beefs in nature. Lions and hyenas hate each other on a very personal level. Hyenas will gang up on any lions that they catch alone and tear them apart with jaws strong enough to cripple a rhino. And they prefer to bully lion cubs or old lions that are too weak to defend themselves. But lions aren't pushovers, especially the males, who will sometimes actively seek out the leader of the hyena clan just to hold her. Lions also have a nasty habit of not killing them, but breaking their spines and paralyzing them just so they can suffer a slow and painful death. And they have no moral issues doing this to hyena cubs. Not to mention lions will steal from hyenas whenever they can, but since hyenas can usually outnumber and outsmart them, this is beef that'll always have blood on both sides. Unlike this, because
hyenas are smart? Hyenas? I don't know. The only knowledge I have about hyenas is from Lion King. Let's keep going. Come on.
Torture and slap around baby sharks. Sharks actually
I've heard about this. Dolphins go hard.
Easily batter a shark until it's lifeless. But a shark is still a shark, and this is what can happen if it catches one without its friends. But sharks usually get bodied. Hippos and rhinos are two of the most territorial, aggressive animals in Africa, and they do not like each other. Rhinos are bigger with a horn that can put a hippo in the dirt, but hippos can often intimidate the less intelligent rhinos with those teeth. But once in a while, the rhino will call its bluff and send it running. These walking tanks typically avoid each other, but if they pull up to the same watering hole, someone's gonna step. The animal beefs, part 2. Hippos have a problem with anything with a heartbeat, but they save extra disrespect for crocodiles. With jaws that can turn one croc into two, hippos go out of their way to bully and harass crocodiles just for a living. Plus, you can't tell me there isn't hella disrespect intended right here. Like, he knows he can't do anything. Because any crocodile caught in a hippo pool party is probably not coming out of it alive. But crocs aren't complete victims. They'll snatch and toss around any unaccompanied baby hippos that are just far enough away from their
They only messing with the babies.
One of the greatest battles on Earth happens in a place where nobody sees it. Sperm whales actively hunt the colossal squid, and at 50 feet long with the biggest set of teeth on the planet, you would expect this overgrown calamari to be an easy target. But the 46-foot squid is armed with a razor-sharp beak that is tough enough to tattoo even the thick skin of a whale. Most, if not all, sperm whales have battle scars from their encounters with squids. Usually the whale wins, but not without a fight. One of the most dangerous snakes in the world is the cobra, and some species are venomous enough to put an elephant on life support. Nobody told meerkats that. Gangs will jump the deadly snake and surround it on all sides, and since they don't tolerate snakes in their hood, if they can't intimidate, they will exterminate. They're not totally immune, though. One bad strike from a cobra could put a meerkat out of commission. This beef has bodies on both sides.
Whenever I see meerkat, they remind me of Ice Age. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't think that they were deadly.
That's the animal beefs, part 3, and we're gonna need the whole.
Maybe I should stop looking at cartoon movies that deal with animals and actually think, oh, this is how animals act, huh?
Video for this one. Because the closest thing to on-site in nature is the gang war between the mongoose and the snake. This beef is so ripe because the survival of one quite literally depends on the death of the other. Mongoose will harass, kill, and eat snakes because nature gave them venom resistance and they forgot how to act. But notice I said resistance, not immunity, because they're not completely immune. If a cobra gets too many hits on it, the mongoose will drop and sometimes the snake will eat it. Meaning this might be the only beef where both sides eat each other. But the worst version of this beef is between the black mamba and the mongoose. The black mamba can flatline a man in 40 minutes and one bite can murk 15 people. The mongoose is a vicious murder weasel that takes lives like he gets paid for it. The gray mongoose was actually introduced to Hawaii because people thought they would handle the rat population, but ironically they seem to handle almost everything but. These stat patterns nearly wiped out the entire population of the island they were on. The black mamba's lightning fast, but the mongoose is pure crackhead determination, which is why these confrontations usually only have one survivor. The mongoose baits the snake into striking by dancing around it and dodging last second. Once the snake tires, it puts it out with a crushing bite to the back of the head. But if the mongoose slips up and takes too many hits, it's curtains. That's the animal beefs, part 4. I know what you're thinking. This black Air Force with teeth has beef with anything alive. True, but there's one animal they seem to disrespect.
I don't know what that is.
Because unlike lions and hyenas who always roll deep, the leopard is smaller and hunts alone. So to avoid getting bullied out of their lunch, they'll carry all of their victims high in the trees where almost nobody can reach it. But of course, this felony ferret is not almost nobody because they'll climb the tree and blatantly steal the leopard's meal, sometimes right in front of them. And like a true menace to society, if this honey weasel gets caught by the leopard, it'll throw a massive temper tantrum by screaming, rattling its teeth, and producing a foul smell by turning its anus inside out. But leopards are leopards, and they've been known to murk honey badgers. But killing a honey badger is like bending a thumbtack. Even if you succeed, it'll cost you blood. Leopards go for the neck, but honey badger skin is so loose that they can actually turn around and bite the cat's face. And according to urban legend, they'll bite something else. Leopards will try to pick off baby badgers because they see them as an easy target, only to get severely vibe checked by the angry mother. And since leopards don't have a pride or a pack to call for backup, it's not uncommon to see them get bullied by a dog-sized weasel. Doesn't mean a leopard won't smoke a badger pack. Leopards hate badgers, and badgers don't respect. That's the animal beefs, part 5. This is gonna be a bloody one.
Hold on, bro. This is extremely interesting. First off, like I already told you guys, I like animals. But just to have this dude explain this to us, it's I don't know, I like this. Y'all bitch should have asked me to react to this, man. This is really interesting.
Has a brutal turf war, but instead of reds and blues, it's river otters and caimans. The giant river otter is a vicious carnivore that can grow to 6 feet long, and as a honey badger of the Amazon, they'll step to birds, snakes, and they'll even smoke a piranha pack.
6
but
feet
the animal
long?
they have the most hate for is a smaller cousin of the crocodile, the black caiman, and when they see one, it's literally on sight. Adult otters will surround the caiman and harass it with a gang cry that sounds way too much like screaming children.
That actually really does sound like screaming children, bro.
But the caiman isn't soft, and any otter that gets too close to his jaws is instantly lunch meat. So the otters use their numbers to have some distract the caiman while the others attack, all while avoiding those deadly jaws. Once the caiman makes the mistake of turning around, the otters jump it, with some holding it down while the others bite its head. Sometimes after they put the caiman on a shirt, they proceed to tear it apart and eat it. But don't feel too bad, because the caiman will snatch up any baby otters that wander too far from their family, which is exactly why they hate them. Even if the otters win, the caiman sometimes takes a few babies with it. But when these two score up, both sides take losses. That's the animal beefs, part 6. This is probably going to be the most random one. Jaguars are leopards on protein that bully the entire
Jaguars?
Possibly step to them. Not the caiman, they get their wig split. Not the tapir, they get
I
violated.
heard jaguars are like one of the
Amazon,
strongest big cats.
Let me explain why this homicidal vacuum is a menace. They eat termites which live in mounds that can be as hard and as solid as cement. So they use those claws to tear through the concrete like termite apartments. Which is why the giant ant-eater can soul snatch a jaguar. They've even been known to swing in one shot. They also have terrible eyesight, meaning they overcompensate with a filthy temper and anger issues. That means they choose first degree the moment they see something move. It also helps that bushy tail is designed to confuse a jaguar who can't tell which end is the head, and guessing wrong could get it crippled. They're dangerous enough to make a jaguar hesitate when they decide a quick meal isn't worth a trip to the ER. But we're not going to act like the jaguars are...
That's what I'm saying.
They're the only ones that clap prey with a bite to the head. And they'll skull check an anteater if they catch a slip.
That's what I'm saying.
And a predator's a predator. Whether you're a big cat or EDP, minors are always an easy target. They'll snatch up any baby anteaters as a snack.
Did y'all hear that joke? About it being a predator, and he said it's like EDP. I heard you, bro. You hilarious.
They always have to be careful, though, because pissing off a mama ant bear is bad for your health. And as solitary hunters, one serious injury is basically a death sentence. These two usually avoid each other, but when gets active, one of them's probably getting buried. That's the animal beefs, part 7.
You wouldn't picture that, though. A jaguar and an anteater? You would think a jaguar would kill an anteater every single time. Easy.
Now you might be wondering what animal is crazy enough to check a 500-pound striped delete button known as the Bengal tiger. They're one of the biggest big cats, one of the few animals that should have been drug tested. It takes the world's meanest bear to challenge them. Sloth bears are smaller than grizzlies and polars, but the generational trauma of running fades with leopards and tigers have given them a nasty temper. And when you have a bear with the morality of a honey badger and the personality of a power tool, you get a demon yogi that will step to tigers.
Okay.
But the reason sloth bears go so hard is because tigers will actively hunt and eat their cubs. Even though a sloth bear hasn't been known to murk a tiger, a desperate mother will fight to the death, and they've even been known to G-check tigers into going the other way. But tigers are not always finna go out like that, and that steroid with claws can send a bear to God's Dropbox with one swipe. And for some tigers, bears are a confirmed part of their diet. Sloth bears eat termites, so tigers will sometimes wait for them at termite mounds just to take their life when they're not even looking. But sloth bears are relentless and they go for the face, which could be really bad for the tiger. Because the bear can injure a tiger so severely that it can't hunt, which is basically a death sentence. Which is why sloth bears can sometimes run them off. Sloth bears and tigers hate each other on a very personal level. Which is why Shere Khan and Baloo never with each other. Not only do owls and crows not with each other, their beef is so real that even if they've never been exposed to one another, they will actively try to murder each other on sight. Owls are honey badgers with feathers that'll square up with much larger raptors like eagles and hawks, to the point where even the symbol of America is terrified of them.
Oh,
Owls
shit.
are very
I didn't know that.
up, and a lot of species like the great horned owl will decapitate their prey by the time they get to the nest. So if you ever see an animal with its head
I
divorced
didn't
from its
know
body, it's
anything
possible
about
an owl
owls,
slip.
bro.
But the truly messed up part is owls have night vision and can fly silently, meaning they can take lives without ever making a sound. Crows will squat
stealth level on 1,000. Owls are fire.
the owl and personally
let's
turn
go.
it into a feathery pack. Crows are so petty that if one sees an owl out during the day, it'll call for reinforcements just so they can show them why a group of crows is called a murder. Basically, owls and crows are like the bird version of lions and hyenas. One-on-one, the owl claps the crow, no question. But if a homicide of crows catches the owl slipping, it's curtains. Crows have been seen harassing and assaulting roosting owls during the day, and sometimes they won't stop until the owls straight up pass tense. But considering owls like the great hornbill raids crows' nests and eat the chicks inside, I'll call it even. It's so bad that you can't have owls or crows anywhere near each other in zoos or aviaries, because even if an owl's never met a crow before, it will still choose first degree and vice versa. The reason for this beef is actually really simple. Owls are predators that'll eat literally anything, including crows, and crows are smart enough to do something about it. The same crows that can remember a face after 5 years have developed an instinctual hatred towards owls because owl racism is ingrained in crow society. And the same owls that'll harass eagles and hawks see the crow as an easy target. And this beef has been going on for millions of years, meaning both crows and owls wake up and choose bird-on-bird hate crime.
That was a great video. Thank you guys so much for requesting it, man. You learn something new every single day. I didn't know owls were that deadly. All I knew about owls were that they were nocturnal. They could see in the night, and they did in the night. That's all I knew about them. I had no idea what their prey was. I had no idea that they even hunted other birds. I thought they ate worms. Let me know what y'all thought down in the comments. Shout out to the gang. Peace.